third graders, and welcome to fourth grade move-up day. Woo! We're so sorry that we can't do this in person, but this is the next best thing. So let's get right to it. So usually we are able to all introduce ourselves to you. So we're going to go one by one and introduce ourselves. So I'm Ms. Nestor who's talking now, but I'm going to actually introduce Mrs. Donahue because she's on maternity leave with her brand new baby. So Mrs. Donahue, this is her in the picture with her husband and her two boys, Leo, who's 3, and Paul, who's only a few weeks old. So that's why she is not here today, because she's home with her baby. Mrs. Donahue wanted you guys to know that she loves to dance, which is true, and she's actually really good at it. She loves to sing karaoke, and she's a huge Cleveland Browns fan. So during NFL season, get ready for some rivalries happening there. This is me, Ms. Nestor. This is my puppy, Simcoe. Clearly, she's the highlight of all of these pictures. I obviously love to spend time with Simcoe and my husband. I also love to spend time with my nephews and nieces. I have lots of younger nephews and nieces, so I get to spend lots of time with them on the weekends. I love to sing as well. I love to spend time on the lake. So my husband and I like to go kayaking and stand-up paddle boarding. I also love to go to the beach and to go swim in the ocean. And I'm from Michigan, so I love all things Michigan, and I went to the University of Michigan. So those of you who are big college sports fans, go blue. And then Mrs. Doolittle, who you may know as Ms. Nelson, will be introducing herself a little bit later. So what are some things that we learn in 4th grade? So you should be excited because 4th grade is a really big year for learning really big things. So in math, we pick up kind of where you left off with at the end of 3rd grade. So we do some more complex things with multiplication. We do long division, where we divide with bigger numbers. We look at fractions and decimals. So decimals are another way to represent fractions. We measure angles. We do a lot of geometry. We do lots of good things and fun things with measurement. So math is really fun. We take a lot of what you've learned in 3rd grade and we just kick it up a notch. Some of the highlights of reading, we get to do a lot of book clubs. So there's a couple units where we do book clubs. We, in one of those units, you end and we celebrate the unit by creating a book trailer. So just like a movie trailer that previews a movie, you get to create a trailer that previews a book. We also have an extreme weather unit for researching for nonfiction, and that's also done in a book club. It's really like a research club, but students have really loved that one. So we look at tornadoes and hurricanes and research those extreme weather events. In writing, some of the highlights are realistic fiction. So that's our first unit that we start the year with. We also do personal and persuasive essays. And I know the word essay can sound scary, but I promise these are super fun because for your personal essay, you get to write all about yourself. And who doesn't love that? We also do a lot of writing and reading about the American Revolution. So we do that in social studies, but then we also do it in writing. In science, we do a lot on animal and plant adaptation. So how animals and plants adapt or change to survive in the wild. We look at natural phenomena like volcanoes and earthquakes, or what we call earth science. So that's also really fun. We get to do lots of cool hands-on investigations with that. And in social studies, we kick off our year with government. We move into U.S. regions where we look at the different way that the U.S. is split up. And we also study the American Revolution at the same time that we do it in reading and writing. So that's a really fun unit. And I will end here because Mrs. Doolittle, or Ms. Nelson, is up next to introduce herself. We can't wait to meet you next year.
Hi, 3rd graders. It's me. You probably recognize me from my picture as Miss Nelson, but I did get married and my new last name is Mrs. Doolittle. So here are a few fun facts about me. First, I love Harry Potter. I just started rereading the series for a second time, and I'm currently on the 2nd book. I also love to go to the beach, and I love the summer. I try to go down almost every weekend. I am also a huge New York Giants fan. And last, I come from a big family. So I have an older sister, I have 2 little brothers, I have 3 nephews and 1 niece, and I love them all so much. So I'm going to tell you a few things of what you can look forward to when you enter 4th grade. First, you're the 2nd oldest in the school now. Pretty cool, right? Next, you are going to be in either band or orchestra, depending on what instrument you signed up for in 3rd grade. Something else we do that is really cool is we grow salad, and we do that through hydroponic gardens. So if you look at this picture right here, it kind of gives you an idea. There are these really big towers that we grow lettuce from, and then we pick it and eat it at the end of the year. It's so much fun. The field trip that 4th graders go to is Sandy Hook. We go to the beach, and then we go to the bay and put on waders and get nets and catch fish. It's so much fun. And last but not least, you have a ton of leadership opportunities, most of them coming from Miss Sadow. There's a kindness club you can join who plans fun activities. You get to give stickers out to 1st graders during the first few weeks of school. So 4th grade is really a lot of fun. Well, how well were you listening to this 4th grade Move Up Day video? Now that you have learned all about the teachers and the exciting new things you are going to learn and do in 4th grade, it's time for a Kahoot game. So you can find the link for the game either on the website if you are there, or in Google Classroom, your teacher posted it. We cannot wait to meet you next year. 4th grade rocks. See you soon.